Good morning, everyone. Your Excellency, Secretary of State, Your Excellency, Mr. Hitchen Biasbes, ambassadors, Mr. Lorenzo, distinguished Mr. Vincenzo Lobianco, and esteemed colleagues. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, everyone. It's a great honor for me to speak here in the closure event of this, on behalf of the Spanish National Authority for Markets and Competition, for supporting the enhancement in the closing of this twinning, for supporting the enhancement of the competences of the INT. I'm fully confident that the successful conclusion of this twinning project is another determinant step forward to strengthen the competences and the cooperation between Tunisia and Spain. Today, we see that a brilliant idea has turned into reality, and the project has been crowned with success. The Tunisian government, as the Secretary of State has addressed, has set clear targets for 2020 in the development of telecommunication markets, networks, and services to place Tunisia as a leading digital nation. In parallel, the Parliament is working on the review of the current telecommunication code to provide Tunisia with a legal framework that will stimulate competition, investment, and best consumer rights. During the 28 months of life of this twinning project, we can look back at many developments in the telecommunications sector in Tunisia. The initiative of the INT to address the analysis of the Tunisian markets has been the key milestone in the regulator's activity over this period. The Spanish CNC has devoted his highest effort to support the INT in this difficult role. Our regulatory experience, gained over 20 years, our successes, and above all, our challenges and difficulties found across the way have helped us to do so. CNMC has worked with the ENT, putting in place a training program to enhance the INT capacities in fields such as the European legal framework, market analysis and imposition of obligations, supervision of remedies, data gathering, cost accounting, OTTs, international roaming, mobile virtual operators, and regulation of broadband markets. All the efforts, enthusiasm, and devotion of the Spanish twinning team are reflected in several reports, which contributed significantly to achieve all the mandatory results agreed in the beginning of the project. This twinning project has therefore been very important, not only to provide the ENT with the European best practices for the telecommunications sectors, but also in further strengthening the excellent bilateral relationship between Tunisia and Spain. More than 15 years ago, in the European Union, we asked ourselves what would be the most effective way of dealing with competition problems in the telecommunications sector. Most regulators in Europe and globally would now agree that the ex-ante regulation is the most effective solution to reach full competition in our markets. National regulatory authorities are at the core of this model. We have strategic position to effectively regulate the telecommunication markets in accordance with the objective of the regulatory framework. We therefore need strong, independent authorities. That means, very importantly, adequate financial and human resources to cope efficiently with our functions. With this ex-ante model, the Spanish regulator, CNMC, has achieved crucial goals. Let me give some figures. Spain has been the European leader in the growth of FTTH lines for the three consecutive years. This places Spain at the forefront of the new technology and digital innovation. Almost 80% of the Spanish population have access to broadband at 100 megabytes. And 30 mobile virtual operators provide mobile services in Spain, which bring more competition and significant reduction in prices. I'm sure that Tunisia can eventually benefit from the European and Spanish best practices and standards. I realize how hard the INT is working to continue delivering tangible benefits to Tunisian consumers. In conclusion, during the past two years, CNMC has provided the INT with the main foundations of the European and Spanish regulatory models, and most significantly with an overview of our working processes. I truly believe that Spain, together with our colleagues from Italy and France, have made this project a real success. Finally, I would like to say some special words to Mr. Joaquín Osa, resident tuning advisor during the first year of life of the project. He greatly contributed to launch this twinning and paved the way to make all the partners work together in perfect coordination. Secretary of State, ambassadors, Mr. Lobianco, and esteemed colleagues, I may finish this intervention by thanking once again for those who decided to entrust the project to Italy, France, and Spain in partnership with Tunisia. I hope we can go on working together in future projects. Thank you very much.